Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about the Warriors dominating the Kings in Game 3 of their first round series in the NBA playoffs. Steph Curry went off for 36 points in 37 minutes of game action as the Warriors won by 17 points. The Warriors are also in need of coming up big in Game 4 in order to tie the series up at 2-2. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So here it is. Can the Warriors still beat the Kings in a 7-game series? And when I look at their schedule and when I look at matchups, I certainly think the Sacramento Kings can still be defeated in 7 games by the Golden State Warriors. You know why I say that? Because when the Kings are not getting favorable calls in the series, the Golden State Warriors have quite frankly destroyed them in this series. You look at Kevon Looney. When he's getting rebounds, he's as good as anybody on the defensive end of the floor. He got 20 rebounds in Game 3. Obviously, he's not going to give you that every night, but if you can get Kevon Looney to give you 10 rebounds, that's going to be pretty good. Then, of course, they're going to get Draymond Green back for Game 4 and moving forward now that he served his 1-game suspension. That's also going to help out the Golden State Warriors as well. Steph Curry, we know what Steph Curry can do. He's excellent from the three-point line. He knows how to shoot the lights out of the basketball. He's a great player. When you talk about all-time great players, you got to mention Steph Curry up there. He's a top 10 player of all time at the bare minimum. He's probably top 7 when it's all said and done. And then, of course, they've got Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is not going to have an off shooting night again. He's not going to shoot 30% from the three-point line again. He's not going to only give you 13 points. He's going to play better than that. And Jordan Poole, he played pretty solid in the rare spot that he received for the Golden State Warriors. He chipped in 16 solid points for them off the bench. There's Jonathan Kuminga. He plays really well. Patrick Baldwin even got some run, my guy. I know he doesn't really contribute for the Golden State Warriors, but I had to shout out Patrick Baldwin. I like him a lot. Moses Moody, he contributed some points off the bench. He even scored 13 points for the Warriors off the bench. And when you look at this Golden State Warriors team, a lot of people wonder why they struggle on the road. Why is a team that is 33-8 at home cannot seem to get on their own head in terms of road games? Why can they not win those games? And the reality of the situation is, it's because of the fans. Golden State Warriors have tremendous home court advantage because of their fans. The Golden State Warriors have a very passionate fan base, and they're very loud in their games, and that causes the Warriors to get extra energy, extra amped up, which is why they hustle for that rebound, they hustle for that block, they hustle for all the loose balls. That's why they can win all those games at home. The problem with the Warriors is they can't win on the road. They're 11-30 this year on the road. They're 0-2 in the NBA playoffs when they have to play road games. And honestly, when I look at this series, I think the X factor is, can the Golden State Warriors win a game on the road? We know that the Golden State Warriors, they're capable of winning the home games. That part to me is kind of unsaid, because the Golden State Warriors, they know what they're doing with their home games. They don't need to adjust anything that they're doing for the home games, because whatever they're doing at home, it's working. And if you're the Golden State Warriors winning Games 4 and Game 6, that should be expected out of the Warriors. They're the defending champs, and they've been excellent at home in Games 4 and Game 6 are at home. So that means they should be able to win those games behind Steph Curry, behind Klay Thompson, behind Draymond Green, behind Andrew Wiggins, behind Jordan Poole, behind Kevon Looney. The Warriors got the core to win the home games. The thing is, though, can they win the road games? And to me, that means that they got to steal one in Sacramento in either Game 5 or Game 7. And as a Warriors fan, I feel a lot better about stealing Game 5 rather than stealing Game 7, because you don't know what can happen in Game 7. Anything can happen in Game 7. There's too many unpredictable variables out there in a Game 7. You don't know. Maybe Steph Curry has an off game. Maybe Klay Thompson can't shoot the lights out. Maybe Draymond Green commits a stupid foul that ends up getting him ejected from the game. You just don't know what could happen in a Game 7. Game 7s tend to be defensive struggles more often than not, which is going to be a disadvantage to the Golden State Warriors. And here's the thing with the Golden State Warriors that I want to point out as well. When they're playing at home, they have the number 3 ranked defense in all of basketball. When they play on the road, they're the 28th ranked defense. So that means that their defense does not travel with them to the road games, and that's got to be a concern for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors have got to find a way to bring their defense with them on the road. As long as they can do that, though, I think they can go ahead and win this series. The Golden State Warriors, they are the better team, and they got more experience in terms of their roster compared to the Sacramento Kings. Listen, what the Sacramento Kings have done the entire year has been tremendous. They've overachieved, winning 48 games with the core that they have. That's incredible. Mike Brown, he won Coach of the Year, rightfully so. Mike Brown's an elite basketball head coach, at least for this year, and he's done a tremendous job getting the most out of this Kings roster. But this Kings roster should not be able to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. If the Warriors can figure out how to win on the road. And when you look at the Sacramento Kings, yeah, they did good in terms of winning their away games, but they're not great at it. It's not like they're historically awesome at it. And this Kings team is young. They don't know the playoff intensity the way that the Golden State Warriors know playoff intensity. The Golden State Warriors should be able to win games 4 and game 6, and I think they can win game 5 in Sacramento. If the Warriors can win a tight game in game 5 in Sacramento, I think the Warriors are going to win this series in 6 games. It's all about, can Andrew Wiggins lock down the best shooter on the Sacramento Kings? Can he lock down the best player for them? As long as he can do that, then they should be good. They've got to figure out a way how to stop the dribble handouts that Domantas Sabonis has been doing for the Sacramento Kings. I thought they did a pretty good job of that in game 3. They've got to continue doing that. The Sacramento Kings, they are legit. They are good. There's a reason why they're the number 1 ranked offense in all of basketball. But we know that come playoff time, defense is what wins games, not necessarily high-powered offense. And we saw the Sacramento Kings struggle in game 3 as a result of that. So, I mean, that was pretty obvious that the Sacramento Kings were going to lose game 3. They don't have the experience to go up 3-0 in the first round of the NBA playoffs, especially after not making the playoffs for 16 straight years. But you look at this Golden State Warriors team, you're thinking, just keep doing what you're doing during the home games and try to figure out a way how to steal the road games, because stealing a road game would do the Warriors wonders in terms of gaining them home court advantage and winning the series. I think they can win game 5 in Sacramento. I really think they can pull it off. They just got to focus, and they got to be able to pull out their defensive intensity and force some key stops, maybe make a clutch shot. I mean, look, the Golden State Warriors would have won game 1 if Andrew Wiggins hit that game-winning 3. Instead, he misses that wide open 3, which is why the Warriors are down 2-1 in the series instead of being up 2-1 in the series. But I picked the Warriors to win 6 games before the series started. I'm going to stick with that prediction. I think the Warriors can steal a game in Sacramento in game 5, while I think they can take care of the home games. As long as they do that, then they're going to end up winning the series in 6 games, and they'll be able to advance to the second round of the NBA playoffs. Hopefully they'll end up playing against the Grizzlies, because I do not want to play against the LA Lakers with a fully healthy LeBron James and a fully healthy Anthony Davis. Even though the Lakers are the lower seed, that kind of spells trouble for the Warriors, and the Warriors, they don't necessarily have the bodies to guard an Anthony Davis. The Lakers are just too big for the Warriors. Playing against somebody like the Grizzlies, that's going to match up with the Warriors better, because the Grizzlies are a smaller team. That helps out the Warriors a ton as well. So that is why the Warriors will still beat the Kings, although it would be in 6 games. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinTran and @SportsGuyTalking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.